be like the water.
Well done to Jackson Cohen. And on that note, Rala Amagela Moki Daily Thetha on SABC 1. Nakalibito ke na Nicolette wa Mashile ngwana wa kwa Bush Pakrishma Pulaneng. As le di bone le gono, we are putting South Africa's young talent on display. Re tlo lebelela gore na how do you develop this kind of talent and how do you make sure that you don't put it under pressure? Kini, you saw in studio we've got young ones. There's so many. Ki crash le gono mo Daily Thetha.
And yonke sobe sibuka namhlanje sibeka abantwana aba-talented ngendlela esimangaliso kwindaweni ezahlukahlukene. Some ba-talented kwisoccer, abanye bagibela amahashi, abanye bayacula, baya-actor as well. Ziningi izinto sobe siyibheka. The pressure eza nokuthi umntwana wakho ene-talent. If nawe ekhaya mhlawumbe unomntwana one-talent, sifuna ukwazi kuwena ukuthi wenza njani nge-talent yomntwana wakho. Give us a call, it's 011-339-1315. Mhlawumbe uyamsupporta, even uposta ama-video akhona wafake ku-social media. Nicolette, ngiyazi ukuthi awukamna umntwana, but how much are you willing ukuthi usupport umntwana wakho when it comes to talent like?
Guys, the moment my child goes pee, I am putting everything I've got behind because I really love talented children, and I think South Africa has such. South Africa, chance. Just give them a chance.
That's what we're talking about. Sis Fortune Madlala now as talented. Welcome to Thetha Bafet. It's a Monday. We're on a heavy Durban July weekend and sizama ukuchecka aba-talented abantu ngokuhlukana kwabo. Let's start on this side, Nicolette. Do you think ukuthi abazali njengamanje they do enough, especially thina abantu abamnyama, to support ama-talent wethu?
Sanibonani, Kamaro Risang. Ngicabanga ukuthi abakwenze enough ngesinye isikhathi yazibhuti because umzali uye uthi abone yena indlela akabona ngayo ukuthi umntana talented kanjani. For example, ambone ukuthi uyi-superstar soccer ne, kanti wena uyithandi leyo nto le, uthanda ukucula. Uma wakhathi ayilandela lokho ngane yami because ngiyakubona ukuthi ugood, kanti meanwhile wena awuyithandi at all, but when you try it ikuhlule leyo nto le. When you go to singing ichaze leyo nto athi uma wakho no cha akusiyona leyo nto le bengifuna ukuthi uyenze because ucabanga ukuthi mhlawumbe uzojika ube homunye umuntu njengoba sibona na.
Ngathi unenhliziyo ebuhlungu as if mhlawumbe abazali bakho abakusupportanga usesemncane. Abazali bakho bakusupporta to your talent?
Yes, so much. My mother supports me a lot. She encouraged me about everything. Njalo mangimtshela ukuthi mama, I want to do this. I want to go to auditions. She'll tell me ukuthi yazini, go there. I know you will make it. Even if I don't make it, but ngiyazi ukuthi ngihamba ngeconfidence yakhe.
You know, Nicolette, it's not about money. Ngesinye isikhathi it's just about support and listening to umntwana wakho ukuthi uthini ngezinto zakhe, and now what you give back ukuthi wakwacula aphi nje wena.
And showing up. I don't think parents understand how important showing up. Just be there when I do perform or when I do some stuff. See, Dumela, we know that you've got a 2-year-old little boy. At what point will you be able to realize your little boy unali talente? Or when will you realize it's not talent, perhaps it's just an interest in a certain thing?
Bingelela wonke umuntu emakhaya igama lami usi ukuphendula umbuzo kaSisi. I think ukuthi uzobona ukuthi umntana wakho sekane talente mase kafika kuleso sikhathi sokuthi sekayenza into ayijwayele ngendlela ebonisa ukuthi uyayithanda, angayenzi ngoba abangani bayayenza or kube uye nje ongathi uyi-leader kuyona lento leyo. So that's how ungabona ngakhona.
Let's say for instance, and I used to be a sports coach and I used to coach under-9 netball. There are times when a child doesn't really know how to play the sport. Do you as a parent just carry on and putting that type of support and pushing them to do their best?
Yeah, uyaqhubeka. I-moral support ibaluleke kakhulu. I-booster i-confidence yomntwana. Noma ayedwa yenza lento ayidlalayo umdlalo uyabona ukuthi okay, as long as umzali wamakhona ngifuna ukumchaza, you know, angeke awari ukuthi abanye abantu bambhekile make walemala kuyenzakalani, yena nje ufuna ukuchaza wena, and that's gonna amplify the development of that sport for that particular child. Then you'll find the talent there.
It's very interesting, Kini, because again, now in my old age, and I think of rejection or just, you know, not winning perhaps, I always worry that these young children, how do you also support and how do you keep them someone interested in developing their talent when those kind of things happen?
I like the moral support, but kwesinye isikhathi ukhangubona ukuthi umzali bakithi akatshela umntwana iqiniso, especially kuthiwa ama singing competitions esinokuwabona ubona umntwana ukuthi umzali mali eba honest emntwaneni bakithi ukuthi mntanami akwazi ukucula mhlawumbe ungabheka ezinye izinto. But let's come to you because when you supporting umshana wakho as well at the age of 13, do you think sometimes as abazali we kill the talent or the genius in kids because you don't even understand what they're trying to do?
Yeah, injalo qiniso because as usho support kakhulu bakhuluma ngayo and ezingasho ukuthi showing nalezi zinto azifunayo mhlambe interest ukuthi udinga ini thina abazali sometimes thola thiwa ukudinga ama cocks bese tshela ukuthi awunamali yabona that's killing I spirit somntwana.
But what if imali ayikho ngempela because sometimes we need to be realistic ekuthenini sithenga ishebo noma sithenga ama cocks alo mntwana lo.
But ngithi let's be realistic yakhona ngithi ukuyibeka kancane leyo until uzokhona ukumthengela zikhona izinto ezicheap ezingakhona ukuthi like ama cocks akhona oboma 200 rand than ukuthi yomthengela obo 700, but at least mamthengele lokho kumbonisa na ukuthi lento ayenza uyayithanda and then umshow support ukuthi ahambe ayenza ukuthi ngale naye understand ukuthi mayingekho but mayikhona le okuncane bayangenzela akhona ina balance.
But Nicolette, there's a story that you onokuzifunda about athletes and some of the very famous people esibona on TV today in different sectors ekuthenini abazali abanye babo baze bayeke nomsebenzi ethi I'm going to focus on my kid. Siswami ngifuna ukwazi na solusiwe ukuthi ngokwakho ungawuyeka umsebenzi ufocus ku talent lengane yakho?
Greetings to everyone. Angengize nguyekela umsebenzi.
Okay.
Yeah, because at the same time leyo support lengizobe ngimnikeza yona angeke ngimnikeze by just showing the love and the caring and stuff like that. It needs money. So ngizoyithatha phi imali mangabe ngiyekela umsebenzi? Ngizoyithatha phi imali ukuthi ngimsupport because angeke si depend talentini lakhe kuphela. We have to balance sisendlini.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because ngiyacabanga Nicolette mawuthi uyabhekisisa kahle abazali abantwana abaningi la endlini bakhala ukuthi abazali akangithengeli this and that, but sibhekene nengwadla eNingizimu Afrika whereby abazali abaningi abasebenzi abanye abanakwa yona imali ngempela ekuthenini engakhipha 200 rand for ama cocks omntwana kunokuthi enze ishebo sala igcekeni.
I'm listening to my sister and I'm just thinking of the parents baba gore they did leave their jobs and became mom managers, dad managers, and they struck big. Their children are doing absolutely amazing things. I mean, if you look at the likes of the Venus sisters, that was an exceptional story. Your parents, what are some of the things that they sacrifice to make sure the talent are being developed?
Basically into abayenzile ukuthi ba make sure ukuthi siya elontuza
Kuma
auditions every time. Nokuthi ba nokuthi ba lontuza basikhiphela imali even if bengekho enough.
So what is your talent, darling?
Talent yami ukudansa.
Ukujive?
Yeah, ngijive a lot.
All right, that's very interesting. And maybe let's speak to your sister because Lee Tuna and you guys are probably both very talented. How is it for your parents, Jorge? Every single time, and they can't leave one behind and think the other one is talented, or do you guys have different talents?
Ukhuluma iqiniso bekunzima sham.
Yeah.
Like bengibona like struggle abandlula kuzo. Yeah. Mara they had no choice because they knew ukuthi siyayithanda lento esiyenzayo.
Yeah.
Siyalithanda sine talent. So bewasisa kuma auditions, auditioning.
And how have you guys done good auditioning?
So far so good.
All right.
So far so good.
That's very interesting because that's what we also need to understand. Sometimes your child, the talent might be there and you might see it as a parent, but the rest of the world might not really see the same thing.
Let me quickly come to Nico before say breaking. Nico, I want to find out, do you think, how far are we willing to support abantwana bethu when it comes to our talent now? Because abanye abantwana feel as if abazali abayingeni le ukusupporta bona abazali bekupush ukuthi ba esikoleni so that uzoba udoctor ube uteacher or any career abacabanga ukuthi izokusustain empilweni.
I think with a child is that you basically have to also be an adult in the picture.
Yeah.
You must also remember that as a parent, you're not the same age. So if your child cannot show or make you understand their talent or where is it going in terms of finance,
Okay.
you know, career, everything, how far, what is it that has to be achieved.
So khuluma more about that masibuyela ebreaking if ngomunye abantu abanabantwana nawo ba-talented give us a call so 113391315 #Daily Thetha siza ukuthi umbono wakho uthini about uhlelo namhlanje Nicolette nawe talented somntwana ngazi konakala mntana man.
Hayi mina talent yami ukukhuluma. But guys, do stay with us after the break.
Welcome back to Daily Thetha and namhlanje sakhuluma about abantwana aba-talented ngokuhlukana kwabo and support abethola kubazali babo as well ukuthi ihamba kanjani leyo noma bayakwazi ukuthi baziphushele without abazali as well. On the couch njengamanje sinosobancane abakhona Kini Amoeng. Welcome to Daily Thetha.
Yes, come on.
As well as Khetho Dlovu as well kukade-ke yena ulapha kwi-Vet Soccer Academy. Kini sike sambona kakhulu kumbango on SABC 2. Guys, welcome to Daily Thetha. Let me talk to you. Kungene kanjani kwi-soccer? Was it something that obuyithanda or abazali played a role in making sure that they channel you to soccer?
Like at school, people would play soccer, and around my family, soccer is like a tradition.
Oh, yes, I see.
So like I saw all my brothers and sisters playing soccer, so then I started taking an interest into it. So then I started playing it at school, and people started giving me nicknames like Messi.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Yes, and then I told my mom about I want to go to a soccer club.
Yeah.
And then she said, okay. And then I went to Wits, and that's where my career started.
You're the leading goal scorer at Wits. I mean, many children play soccer. Little boys play soccer, little girls play soccer. But to become the leading goal scorer, that's a different type of challenge.
How many goals, by the way? How many goals?
I think it's 15, 16.
So far.
16. We PSL asibanga nomuntu oshaya amagoli anjalo, so big up to you, brother, man.
How do you handle though being, you know, so talented and other kids looking up to you and you having to be a role model at the same time?
I'm also trying to be humble because Messi is my role model.
Okay.
So then, like, I also try to teach the little kids at school.
Yeah.
Because they look up to me and they call me names, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I teach them after school and stuff like that.
Oh, that's nice. So you teach other kids after school?
Yeah.
All right, Jashin. Hello, Papa. Umanat. Papa, how?
No, shy sign language fortune.
Please pass the mic to Jashin's dad and tell us a little bit about Ukeni Bianco acting. What was the vision for Luna for Yena?
Oh, essentially, I mean, Yakin showed interest in acting and singing, and dancing as well. So he's doing music lessons now.
Oh,
he's doing basically anything that he wants. He's doing soccer as well. So essentially you give a child opportunities so that like when he's older he doesn't blame you for not giving him those opportunities. So he went into auditions for Mvango through Kids on Camera, and he just went in and they liked him, and yeah, that's it.
Let's look at the role yomzali in this, because abanye abantu bayabekhala ukuthi maybe it's something that you wanted to do kwakuthi mhlawumbe akwenzakala. Is it something mhlawumbe ungena kwi-industry, was it something oyifisa wena njengomzali?
Not really, because I'm in advertising and marketing, and we do have even our record label as well. So it's not for me it was never about that. It was always about the kid. If a kid wants to do something, you give them that opportunity, that's all. Yeah.
All right. Ketsalo, maybe let's perhaps talk a little bit about how many times you practice. Training, what does it look like? Are you managing it? Is it too much for you?
It's a bit tough this year and last year because I live in the south.
Okay.
And it's a bit hard to get to training. So sometimes I get there late. But I actually really like going to training because I get to play with my friends. Yeah.
And how often do you guys train?
We train 3 times a week.
3 times a week, and then you have to balance that with school also.
Yes.
Ubanokuthatha ekhaya kuse training. Do you use a public transport or
private transport?
Private transport.
And sometimes my mom.
Or your mom.
Okay.
I could think ukuthi sometimes for umzali kumele sacrifice a lot for umntanakho ukuze aphile iphupho lakho. Maybe I can come into you, brother man, as well. How much did you sacrifice for umntwana ukuze ekwazi ukuthi aphile iphupho lakho?
Well, in terms of sacrifice, I mean, like now, I'm supposed to be
working, and this is my probably third job or something like that. So you really need to go all out. It's either you go all out or you don't do it at all. So we do take turns with the mom, and that's how it is.
How many would think it's expensive? Is it expensive to actually all the process of taking care of talent lumtanako?
It's relative, but yes, it is costly. Yeah, but I mean, quite costly, but it's okay. I mean, it's for him, you know.
Yeah.
So later on, he will start paying for whatever that he's busy with. So right now,
speaking about that, I think there's money coming in from Mbango.
He has his own account.
Okay.
But
who manages the account? Because I don't believe
the parents do. But everything that he wants, we actually buy it. Well, we're a bit more controlled, you know, because you can't just buy everything with all that money. You need to save up, invest, and all that. So that's what we're busy with him about, So that's how we do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Keto, tell us a little bit about that. We're listening to Jacqueline's father speaking there. What's a little bit about the support that you get from your parents? How important is it? Because there are other children in South Africa that don't get the support from their parents and end up having their talents just fizzling away.
Yeah, I used to tell my mom not to come to my games.
Why?
Because it's pressure.
Is it?
It's pressure, and then I realized that it's actually a good thing.
Yeah.
And then I actually like it now that she's watching my games, and my dad.
Oh, that's nice. So are they always there cheering? Did they force the coach to always put you into games?
Yeah.
Today, because Nicolette shop as well. But let me come to you. Your name again? Just pass the mic, please.
Pass
the mic, please.
Yeah.
My name is Butsila.
Butsila.
Yes.
Let's talk about the support oitola from your mother, especially that you are a dancer. Ibaleka kangana ni support from umzala?
So I get a lot of support from my parents because it's something that they saw in me, that they knew I was going to be successful in it. So I got a lot of support from them.
How old were you when they saw that?
They saw it around like 7-6 years old.
And Butsila, you do hip-hop dancing.
Yes.
That is very different in this country because no one ever thinks about that kind of. How did you realize that I'm actually extremely good in this?
I realized this when I was like 9 years old because then I started going to competitions and joining studios, and then I saw that there's something in me that tells me I'm actually quite good at it. So
yes. And what has been your biggest achievement so far?
My biggest one was a dance video.
Okay.
Yeah, I was with one of the music people. I forgot the name. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I was with them, and then we did a dance song. Yeah, and then also I've come first place earlier on 2 years ago. So yeah.
Nice.
I just wonder ukuthi abazali ababukela uhlelo namhlanje emakhaya bayibona nokubaleka kwesupport okumele unikeze umntanakho nanoma yini afuna ukuyeza as well, because ekuqaleni kwakuthi hayi no ngizomthatha ngimsepa, I don't even know which doors to knock for umntwana, but looking at the social media ikhona njengamanje, I think those videos engabukakala esebenzeke ngendlela kuyona yona. Some say breaking must be we're coming back with talented kids. Maybe yours is talented as well. Let's go to the break.
Welcome back to Daily Thetha and our talented kids from South Africa, and we've just had such an amazing start to the show, just looking at some of the things that they're doing and thinking, if I were just a child, we are joined on the couch by Mashile, who's a 14-year-old. She's part of the Soweto Equestrian Club. Jeez, man, that is very impressive. We also have Naledi Khale, who's doing exactly the same thing, also riding horses. And then we do have Buchele Mulele back on our couch speaking about hip-hop, dancing, and just the amazing talent that you guys have. Welcome to Daily Thetha.
Thank you.
Who introduces you to horse riding?
Na ke dila ka mo Rockville, so ha na ke tso se ne ke rata bona dipere, so ne ke like go nagana gore wa go tsagalang go sensa, so ne ke le curious, ne ke motho curious fela, so ne kwa to ba curious ka dipere.
So wa introduce ke mang go tsona o ile ko teng go ntate Mafokate wa rotsa re ke le nna ke gopela go joina, and then that's how it started.
No, Kilele le motswadi wa ka, so she took the form and signed it. Then that's how I got into horses.
Oh, nice.
But
Man.
it's something ethusa as well. Naledi, was it the same story kuwena or mhlambe kwenzakalani? Tell us.
Actually, I was watching a movie about horse riding, and then I wanted to do horse riding. Then I told my dad, and then he said it's quite expensive, but then he'll try. Then he told one of his friends, Sasha, she has horses, so I went there. And then I told my mom that I wanted to do horse riding, and then she actually, for my birthday last year, she introduced me to horse riding as a present because I didn't have a party. So that was kind of my party.
So Thetha bagusa where you can ride, and that was a present. From that present, I move. Oh wow, that's very nice. But think about it. On the weekend, I took kids for a ride. Abantwana seems as if abalisabi iyash from the beginning. Tinamata bamnyama ucabanga nguwa uphuke zonke lezi zinto. Angaze ngicabanga ukuthi what if leli yash velihlanye likhijime nami linking ngaphansi.
Alithaba khuwa. Alithaba ipere. Yo, the way it is I'm just like But Thetha, let's speak a little bit to you before we go into the mafokate. You're still a child.
Yes.
I mean, how old are you? 11?
11 years.
Yeah. You are 11 years old. How do you deal with the pressure at home? Do you get pressure at home to go to competitions, to keep performing, to keep fit, eating right, all those things?
Yeah, I do get pressure from, just in general.
Yeah, from the world.
Also from the world, yeah.
Yes.
And also because I have school on the other hand, which I have to keep moving on,
Yeah.
I want to keep on with my distinctions.
So you get distinctions?
Yes.
And you're balancing that with dancing?
Yes.
Sure.
So
But then now, while you edit, I'm sure people have seen you on that music video, and people buy us with now you're a dancer. Don't you feel like you are somehow of a celeb now? You have to have a certain image because people will see you?
Yes, I do. I have to keep to what I am. So I can't just all of a sudden change.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who teaches you all these things? You sound very smart, right?
Thank you. My parents.
Your parents, so they give you a lot of support.
Yeah, they're very supportive.
Oh, that's beautiful. Ntate Mafokate, ke ba bana ba hao man. Ba shaina man. Hey, ba kena byang ko dipereng because traditionally we don't think ke ntho ba batho ba bantsho. O khona byang go encourage bana gore ba dule ba tie within this sport and then also become talented in it.
Sama Thomasenka.
Yeah.
Sama Thomasenka se bolelang gore ke leboga modimo. Only God put me through to this. Ga se ntho bonolo go ba wena motho mo swa mathomo mo lefaseng o dira ntho e tshwana le ba ke lentse ba namela mara mo go batho ba bantsho mara ka tseno ke khonne re modimo a nthuse gore ke be le riding school e ko Soweto ke timela ka 1988 se bana ba ke di champions tsa South Africa mo vaulting 4 times like we 5 ba be the reserve champion last year so ka bona gore bana ba ba le mo Soweto ntse ba e dirang e botlhokwa too much ka gore go ruta ngwana go tshwana le go ruta pere o e ruta ntho engwe le gona le pere e naganelang go kgakala gona le pere naganelang ka pere le ngwana o ka mokgona o and go ruta ngwanyana le ngwana moshimane tshwantse o tsebe re gona le pharologano ngwanyana ke ngwanyana moshimane ke moshimane and go mo ruta le yana ga o ka motshosa a ka sa tlhola ba tlo namela pere le tsatsi la motlholo so tshwantse o tsebe gore o mokgothatse rena le pere tsa rona di tshwana le batho ke nwa le tsona metsi ke ja le tsona dijo nna le tsona ke bana ka ke basadi ba ka ke family ya
All right.
Let's come to Ompile because if you look at the championships now and being a champion, when you started it, was it something that you were looking forward to it, or for you it was just fun and what you want to do?
Anek batla go ba the best show jumper, so kila ka kena ko voting tse ke tswa di number 1.
So that was always in your head that you just want to be a champion.
Wow, right.
What a mind.
Now, lady, you only started last year to do horse riding. Have you won anything yet? Is it something that you put on your fridge and you're like, this is the championship that I'm going to be winning?
Not really, but you can say so.
Yeah.
I wanted to do horse riding like in 2014.
Yes.
So it's not, I didn't want to do it a long time ago. I actually wanted to do gymnastics. But then I also feel like if I would do horse riding, it's kind of still the same thing because there's also vaulting, which is basically gymnastics and a horse. But I feel like horse riding just beats gymnastics because I don't really think I wanted to do it until I just watched the movie. Then I felt,
What movie was it? Tell us a little bit about the movie.
I actually don't know what it's called. I forgot what it's called. But it's about a girl who moved to a farm and she was bullied at school. So she moved to her grandfather's farm, and she, like, the only animal that she could be with, because the parents kept on working and stuff, the only animal that she could be with was with a horse. So I just felt I really want to do that. I actually like, I want to interact with a horse. So yeah, that's.
But no one bullied you, eh?
No.
Oh, okay,
No.
cool. Let's take a call. Let's go to Epai. Kolan, welcome to Deleted.
Yebo, minjani?
Sikhona mfowethu wena?
Hayi sikhona mfowethu.
Awukhulume mntaka baba, uthini umvulo wakho?
Ngiyayithanda le topic engikhuluma ngayo because mina ngiqala ukudlala keyboard musical wise at the age of 8.
Sure.
Ngicapha ngicala ukudlala keyboard, and by that time then adopted. I was a foster child, so then get adopted. And so kusukela lapho italent lami lakhula in such a way. Namhlanje it has opened many rooms and many opportunities for me.
That's
from a very young age, in such a way I even have my own company. Now I'm running my own musical company. We do events and artist management. There are a lot of things. In fact, had it not been for my talent, I don't think I would have survived, because the way I see talent, it's something that God has given every one of us to survive in the mhlaba. Because at the end, it's not everyone who's going to be employed. But talent, it's something that it is survival. It is an assurance that you will survive at the end.
All right.
And I feel as abazali, sometimes abazali, they look on a qualification. The qualification limits you, but the true success comes from doing what you love.
Okay, Kolan, sabonga kakhulu mfowethu, and muhle into sitshelana njengamanje ukuthi abazali kubalekile ukuthi babanikeze ithuba as well abantwana ukuthi balisebenzise talent labo. Boysela, I want to come to you, Kini, discovering ukuthi you are a dancer. Was it something that you really discovered and went to your parents, or ibona babona there's a talent right there?
I think my parents saw it in me, and then I'm like, you know what? It's not something I really like. And then I had a passion for other things. But then
what those?
The other things was science.
Okay.
I had a big interest for science and architectural design. So, but then hip hop just came back to me because my heart it had a feeling for it. There was a passion for it. So I went to my parents and told them that there's something that I can do with hip hop.
All right. And Thetha bafika tropelo mfele and Tate Cohen next to you there. Hi. How are you?
Good, and you?
Good, good. Tell us a little bit about your talent. You're an actor and a singer. And we saw you perform right for us this morning. Tell us a little bit about
Well, Mom, I'm not good at all ball sports, so I was just wondering, what's the sport for me?
Yeah.
And then I went to my parents the one day, I said, what's the sport for me? And they said, aren't you musical? I said, okay, can I start guitar then?
Yeah.
And then they said, okay, we'll try it out.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And the rest is history.
Yeah, that's history.
That's what we're talking about. Level South Africa, talented, super talented. But we also would like to remind everybody at home, sometimes you might not have discovered your talent, but we know that all children are talented in something. You just need to find that special thing about you. Please do stay with us after the break.
On the show, we are talking about talented kids, whereby we are basically going to be looking at the issue of, are all kids born talented, or are just some more talented than others? Here is, the wordsmith next to me, Mr. Lelo Mufgang. This guy wrote his book, or published his book at 7 years old, but there's more material than that. Lelo, what are you most famous of here at the Ridge, at your school?
Writing books, playing outside, and being just myself.
You wrote this book about bullying, and you going through the experience of bullying. What then inspired you, having jotted down these words? What gave you the courage to then publish them out to the world?
I had to help other kids who went through the same thing. It feels just like, you can, when I write a book, I can just enter a world where almost nothing exists and I get to make anything up.
You teach Lelo Kingston Mufokeng. He seems to have a certain rare talent when it comes to writing. Do you as a teacher now maybe sometimes take out some time to try and give him extra attention?
So in this year, this is our sealing year for the foundation phase, and we expose them to different genre writing, for instance, diary entries and letters. And today, for instance, we've done a recording, to the soccer player. So their work gets exposed to by putting it up on the classroom for other members to read. Whoever visits the classroom will then read their things. And previously in our magazine, they had snippets of their work as well.
At what point did you start seeing his talents as a mom?
Well, Lelo started reading at the age of 1, and that's when I realized he's got a bit of a gift. So I introduced him to what I call the gratitude journal, where I write 10 things that I'm grateful for, and then he has to write 5 things that he's grateful for. And this is every day. At first he'd be grateful for toys and those kind of things, but as time went, he started being grateful for, like, it rained in Cape Town, or we passed somebody in a car accident. He prays that nobody died in that accident. So with that, it went into books. He just started writing, and then that's when I started noticing that I need to do something about this talent that he's got.
So for other kids, Lelo, who want to play soccer, want to start in music, or want to write down, but they're afraid, that they'll put out their work out there and people will like it, or that if they put out their work, they will fail. How would you advise them?
Well, you're never too small for anything. You see, if you want to write, just write. If you want to do sports, do sports. If you want to do anything, do anything.
Welcome back to Daily Thetha. Sakhuluma about talented kids. Namhlanje zibabona on the couch as well. Telling the audience, we're talking to them, trying to find out what by Misa kanjani lento. But right now on the couch, sinabazali as well as Sinolerato Rahaba. Welcome to Daily Thetha, ma'am.
Thank you very
much. As well
much.
as Ubabu Klenhlongwane and Kanye Nobongani Mashine as well. Baba Tahofatso. Guys, welcome to Daily Thetha.
Thank you for having us.
Let me start with you, Glenn, because umntwana kudume kakhulu, and we've been seeing you with hype man yakhe entweni ngasuke ezenza. Kuqale kanjani this thing ukuthi umntwana azangene kwi-entertainment industry azawine nama competition imbala?
Well, it started when he was very young. He was about, I think, 9 months old when he started like messing up.
9 months, like 9 months.
Yes. But you see, at that time, we didn't take it seriously. Like, we were just seeing a kid playing. But you see, the thing that actually got to people when they came to the house, like, hey, listen, this is not just a kid playing. Like, his timing and whatever he does, it's on point. He's like, he's got this natural gift of counting beats, you know? You do something about it, and I just didn't take them seriously. To us, it was like, he's still a kid, let him play. And then when he was about 2, there's one other video that went viral of him. Like, I actually took a video. It was Christmas time, I remember, and he was busy on the decks there, and I took a video and I sent it to my friend. A couple of days later, the same video actually came back to me. Someone said, hey, check out this kid. I'm like, hey, dude, that's my son.
That's my kid.
That's my son. Hey, bro, this video is trending everywhere. And that's when I actually got SABC Got Talent actually, coming to me and saying, listen, you want to have the kid. And only from then, that's when me and the mom say, you know what, maybe there is something. If people are seeing it, then let's do something about it. Let's kind of help him. And then, the rest is history. I mean, he went on winning SABC Got Talent. He's like the youngest kid in Africa with the Guinness World Record for being the world's youngest DJ.
What? Sure. That's a lot. Wow. Lerato, TV and I think what's amazing is that being able to nurture that talent. Is a writer, because in a country where they're saying most grade or 80% of grade 4s cannot read, he writes this book. Grade 1.
Yeah.
How do you as a parent feel about that, but also having to remember he is still just a child?
Because he started reading early and he started writing and he didn't want to play sports and things like that, I just went with it. I'm like, okay, this is what he likes doing. Let me just see where
it takes him. And it's just a natural talent that he's got.
But let's speak a little, I mean, most of the time, about gifted children, they usually like to isolate themselves because there's a specific thing that they ratang bona. And parents usually babata them the common things. Wana adale bola, wana ite 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean? How then do you balance that as a parent? These are not my gifts. Kidi gift it's okay? Therefore, I need to support whatever it is that he wants.
Yeah. In the beginning, I wanted him to play sports and do all those things because I played sport and I'm like, I'm gonna be that mom, that soccer mom. But he was just not into that. He just really just wanted to write and draw, and then I'm like, okay, just do a few sports just for the fun of it, so that you're not isolated, because he'd sit by himself and he says, I'm fine, trust me, I'm fine, and then I'd worry and be like, no, this child is isolating himself. So I try to balance it, take him on play dates so that at least he plays, then he comes back and does his stuff. You have to try balance it, because at the end of the day, he's a child.
So right now you're a library mom.
We're going to come to Babu Mashile Ninjenga Manje, but I want to come back again to Nicolette. Talking about almost the same thing. AJ is famous now. Almost everyone will say amazi ukuthi wenza kanjani yonke into. But how do you protect umntwana ukuthi at the end of the day abuyele ezoba umntwana akwazi ukudlala angazifile as if now useka iceleb?
Well, I think the secret to that is that just keep everything as normalized as possible. Like, don't look at it as he's a celebrity. So endlini, we're living with the child. You know, like school holidays now, we've got this culture, me and the mom, that every Friday, because he's got a little sister, they go on like a play breakfast where we go to like a spur. There's like a playground area there. He does that. He goes to school every Monday, and like you just have to treat him like a kid. Like, you know, when he practices music, it's like once a week. You know, you don't really focus a lot on the talent at this age, because at the end of the day, when he grows up, he'll own it. You know, for now, just help him with it. Yes, I do.
The latest one, what was it?
Oh, that's BK. Actually, BK, we went to this other event. You know, AJ was going to go play there. So BK was this other kid that came and started dancing. You know, and that was another talent. You know, like, so we spoke to the mom, and the mom was like, yeah, she loves dancing. And I was like, listen, there's another talent. If AJ will help her out, you know, show her talent. And we're like, that's when we kind of like got them together as AJ's dancer.
Okay. I'm glad.
What type of a child is Thetha?
Thetha, basically what I can say is ukuthi umntwana oquiet, thanda isonto. Umntwana like any other kid. But what is amazing ngayo ukuthi mawukhuluma naye, by the way, khona she's 18. But mawukhuluma naye uthi umtshela ukuthi like angithandi lento. Uthi will never like adonsa ubuso or akwata shaya iminyango. Uzohlala nawo phansi athi dad ngiyaxolisa or mama ngiyaxolisa.
Ubona nini talent kaThetha ba?
Well, uthi ngibone asasemncane because uqale mhlambe at least like anabo plus math I think 9. Afunda like bekafunda like lower primary, and then after that another teacher got afunda esikoleni sakhe wathi kusimthathe simse NSA. So uphumelele last year NSA. So it's when we started to see good like because uyacula nasesontweni uye uleadayo, then that's when we started to see good like ngempela umuntu one talent.
Yeah, NSA yadura papa. So the cost the manager bang to make sure gore mo for the best.
What I can say Mzansi is like another parent said la ukuthi, you know, whatever that we have, we rather uyibeke umntwaneni wakho, so that end of the day kusasa abantwana bethu bangafani nathi will say we didn't have this. I mean, now it's a tough time. Abantwana bethu we need to channel them to the right channel so that bangazoba kuma drugs, bangazoyenza into ezibhedayo. Hence that's why sibathatha sibafaka lapha emashini abaningi sithi kubo mabenze into right. It's tough. Parents, especially thina abantu abamnyama abazali babantwana bethu ababalandelela abantwana. So what I can also say again ukuthi ngicela abazali abantwana mangabe bane challenge, umntwana umzali amlandelele, amsupporte, and then abe naye.
All right, so we're going to go for another quick ad break. When we come back, we carry on our conversation, but also get a few lessons from Batswadi Khorna. Ngwana nang talente o mo tlhokomela byang. Please stay with us after the break.
Welcome back to Daily Thetha. I'm sure njengamanje mawusekhaya uhleli nomntwana wakho you thinking maybe umntwana wami is talented but I don't know ukuthi ngamsiza ngani. We're going to find out from amanye parents as well ukuthi wena enze njani to make sure that the talent labantwana babo siyalibona kwibalazo. We do have Halam who's a choose mom. Welcome to Daily Thetha.
Thank you.
How do you then make sure that you follow and also nurture the talent of a kid, because moms are always busy, they always have something to do, there's no money, there's every excuse that you can have under the sun?
We've had our opportunity to be children. We're now adults. We've got a whole different responsibility, but they're just entering this world and they have an opportunity to find their path. So I think if they show interest, we need to be available for that interest. We need to nurture that interest. We don't always have time, even if you'll never have time. There never is time, but we need to create that.
I see Zama next to me. We are Vumela as well now. Ngakusikanda. Zama njengoma gakhethelo atesitshela ukuthi sometimes umama uyamhambisa esikoleni ubaba and this ngenza njani ekuthenini abazali abaningi bakhala isikhathi asikho ngibusy nemali anginayo futhi. Do you think ngempela isikhathi asikho is just an excuse?
No. Isikhathi asikho, but you need to make the time. You end up unciphisa kwezakhe izinto quite a lot. I mean, weddings, funerals, whatever, izinto ezenzeka nge-weekend, you're not part of those things because your son is playing or they've got practice during the week, 5:30 to 7. Tambama, so and I've got two, so the other one has music on other days, on the days that the other one has soccer. So then you kind of try and split your time, and there's things that you just cannot do, that you'll never get to.
But abanye but not wonke umntwana talented. Do you believe in that, ukuthi there are special kids that we need to nurture and focus on them, and some of them maybe they're not that talented when it comes to izinto ezahlukene?
I actually think wonke umntwana talented. It's in the effort that you then put, and naye lo mntwana lo who is talented, how much do they want to push their passion, and then you kind of take it from there as a parent, then you push the passion with them.
Okay, Nicolette, we as well again.
All right, yes, on the couch we are joined by Rendani Romero, who is also a soccer player, used to play with Keto, but left the Wits Academy because of school. And then we also have Shia Chu, who is an actress in Maze Runner and various other things that you've done. Welcome to Daily Thetha.
Hello.
Shia, let's start with you. Being an actress, I mean, your series is even on it's a movie on Netflix. This is a big stage for you. How do you manage that as a child? Because you still are a child. How are you managing?
Well, it doesn't really affect my schoolwork.
Yes.
Because it's mostly just a short thing. Like, I'll just go once in the holidays to do a shoot. It's not during school, but if it is, I'll just leave school early and then go after that.
And your friends at school, how do they treat you? Do they still treat you like the normal Shia you've been?
They do, but like every once in a while they'll mention stuff.
And you're just like, yeah, that's me. Rendani, tell us a little bit about your soccer, and how did you feel when you had to leave the Wits Academy to go and actually concentrate more on school?
Oh, the first week it was the toughest, Yes. Me and Ketu, we've known each other for a long time, like it's been 2 years, and we used to be teammates, and
So who made the decision that you had to go and concentrate more on school?
My parents, but the other thing, I used to always feel tired because when I was at training, I couldn't even concentrate because school and the extramurals, because school actually comes out at 4:30.
Oh, okay, very interesting.
And one thing I want to find out as well, especially those who are in the limelight, like acting, like Kifa, how do you then balance being a celeb at school and just be a normal kid?
Well, yeah, it is challenging at times because you see people notice me, because at school I'm not a very social person. I don't talk a lot. I'm usually by myself. And then when they see me on TV and they see that I'm acting, then all the attention comes to me.
So you get attention now?
Yeah.
So you're celeb, people want to take pictures and everything when you're in school. How does it affect you academically?
It doesn't affect me much because then I have to use my free time, the time that I use with my friends, I have to use that to catch up with schooling. Yeah.
When you get gigs like in acting, they pay you, right?
Yes.
Who's in charge of the money?
It's my mother.
Your mother?
Yeah.
But can you just ask for anything like, hey, that's my money, I just need this and that? Or maybe you have to do some recommendations on certain things that you like.
Yeah, I have to save some money. I have to give some money to my mother. I have to pay her back for the things she's done for me. But I do spoil myself sometimes.
Hey, ngiyacabanga Nicolette kube kuthiwa ngathola imali ngisemncane uNkulunkulu unenhlanhla.
Vele wabona ukuthi hayi la it won't work. Jamie, our little actress also in the house. Tell us a little bit about how do you're still a child. So there are times you probably are feeling like I don't want to learn my lines. Can you guys just leave me alone? Do you have those moments?
No.
You never have those moments.
No.
So what keeps you so dedicated?
Well, I think it's the support of my family, and yes, I think it's just the support.
How do your parents support you?
They support me like, you can do this, Jamie, come on, just a little bit longer. They talk sense into me.
So there are days when you just feel like, you know what, I really am getting sleepy, I want to sleep, I can't learn any more lines, and mom says, keep going, keep going.
No.
What happens when you don't feel like doing anything?
My lines is very short, so I can remember them, but I never feel like, no, I don't want to.
Okay, so does mom manage you?
Yes.
All right, can you pass the mic to Lelo's mom? Can we speak a little bit about that, being a mom manager? How do you separate the business and the fact that Kingwana how at the end of the day, and you know how the industry generally is, whether it's an author, a singer, a writer, it's still the business of money.
Well, I'm a mom first, so everything is channeled. Everything is channeled towards that. So it's just being a mother. I don't even take it as being a manager as such. I'm a mom, so his interests come first.
Yes.
So that's how I manage it.
So a big book deal. A series of 9 books. And you know it's going to take a lot from him. Do you take the deal, or do you first look at your child's interests?
Well, I look at my child's interest, and luckily he's written more than 100 books, so they're available already. Yes. But it's his interest first. I mean, like I said before, he's a child. So if it's not going to work for him, we won't take it.
All right, Kini.
So Mzali ekaleng nakho konke. I want to find out this, Nicolette, because if you look at Tuba Mafukati Njengamanje, you run this horse club without funding. And how do you then chase away or tell Abantwana ukuthi I cannot take you in because there's no money? Tell us the struggle that you go through, Bab, Njengomuntu or run this horse club.
I think all can I say is, as I put God in front, because it's a very hard thing. If you look at us, we went to Cape Town winning South African Championship. That night we slept in a 15-seater. We slept in a 15-seater. Where we were, we have to go and buy brooms and cleaning up the place to stay there. They only throw the sponges there. 2016. Look at it. It's really struggling. If you can see this, they go to the shows with no shoes. They're struggling.
So who pays for these shoes if Abantwana bafuna ukungena these competitions? You end up taking from your own pocket?
Really, I have worked for my life, and I use the money which I've been saved all my life when I've been working. I never been working and took that using that money. I use my money. Wait, other days I fight with my family. Said, you every day going to the work 7 days a week, but where's the money? Is no money coming in. It's struggling, and I'll never chase a child back because the child. Any child in this world, God brought him with a talent. Any child.
A quick seconds, Baba, for anyone ongakwazi ukusponsorisha njengamanje uthini kubona that can fund your club.
I think anyone which can come up and try to help with a sponsorship would be very nice, because really we need a lot of help. We need people that not give us the money to buy the horses food, to get the students to the shows, to get the transport, to get everything. And I'm telling you, we can do anything in the world. I told the world when I went 1980 when South Africa was banned to all the sports, I said, give South Africa a chance. You'll see. Look at it today, what South Africa it is. Thank you.
Right. Can I invite all the little ones to come on stage? Come. Get off your chairs. Come to me. All of you. Let's close the show together.
I'm also a little one, eh?
Yes, come. Come sit. We're gonna go crazy. We're gonna close off the show.
You guys gonna shout
come.
Daily Thetha.
We're all gonna shout Daily Thetha, right?
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shout
Daily Thetha.
One more time.
Daily Thetha.
Hey, 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 hey hey, hey. that's all, yeah. See, that's all, yeah. See, go back. Umgijimi.